It worked. Hey, Cal, how you doing? Welcome to the ShoreShow.
Hey, I'm doing good. Glad to be the first guest.
Nice. Now let me know. Can you hear him? Can you hear Cal? That's my biggest issue. I told every guys, get on here and make sure you hear him, because we had that at the. I'm gonna put you over here so I don't keep looking to my left. We had that at the. You can hear him.
Which way I need to look.
But yeah, so glad to have you on here, guys. Welcome to the ShoreShow. This is my friend Keltran. You can hear him great. Everything sounds good. Perfect. I'm going to turn it down on my headphones a little bit. But welcome. How's it feel to be at the Shore House, Kel?
It feels good. This couch is really nice. Where'd you get this at?
Hey, Darkspark got it for me.
Oh, what a guy.
I know.
What a guy.
I know. This is what happened, right? I made the Shore House, and then he wanted to make the Shore House in Sims 4. So he made the Shore House in Sims 4, but he made living rooms, he made bedrooms, he made everything, right? He had this whole, there was a balcony outside with a hot tub. He was going to put in all kinds of stuff. So now when I add rooms to keep the continuity going, I have to go back to Darkspark's Shore House now and build that out.
Right.
So, guys, if you don't know Keltran's been a friend for a long time. I first met Keltran over at the Cozy Club. He was killing it in the stream avatars, rocking the hippo power. After a while, he asked to join my DSA club. That was the game that we were all playing before, and he became a Plan B bestie himself, along with his lovely wife, Ugly Tripod, who she's at work now, right? She's taking care of the kitties and the puppies.
Oh, yeah, she's at work. She'll be off soon, and then she'll head here. She usually gets home right around when Keltran wakes up from his nap.
That would be perfect. I would love that. But yeah, guys, the Cozy Club and Plan B, I know over at Willis's, over at Chips, and then here at the Shore House, Keltran's always the first guy that wants to play. Like, he's always in it. The stream avatars, the stream racers, the marbles. You're here every Thursday for Pokemon Unite. Always down for a good time.
Yeah, I miss the days of Cozy and the Cozy Club and doing the Poke Battles. That was a lot of fun. It was a lot of quick dopamine every time you'd win a Pokemon or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Cozy would give you a shout out, because that was really my first experience with Twitch. I've used Twitch in the past to watch people just play games, but I always had the chat off. I never realized how the communities were born, how the interaction between the host and the chat was, until we were watching Cozy. And I always watched Cozy's YouTube videos. I watched all his videos, probably watched, 24 videos before I finally went to his Twitch.
Okay.
And then I saw, he's mentioning people here and there, and I didn't know the relationship between the chat and host were like that. And then, yeah, I think after getting a couple mentions myself, me and Tripod we were in. I mean, it was the pandemic too, so we were stuck at home.
Yeah.
She was pregnant. We couldn't really go anywhere. We couldn't risk anything. So it was just a ton of fun.
I know it was.
And it still is to this day.
Oh yeah, it was an amazing community that was built at the time. Because, like I said, everybody was home, right, and everybody was looking for that social outlet. Me too. And I found Cozy through Die Maker. Die Maker I knew from a live stream. Him and Ludgate did one together with SHD. He introduced me to Cozy when Cozy first started, and I wound up modding for Cozy. Well, one of the things that I used to do for Cozy was I would collect the Pokemon winners. So anytime anybody won a Poke Battle, I would just screenshot it, I'd write the name down, and then I'd send him a list so he would know all the people that won that day. And your name just kept coming up and coming up and coming up. I mean, you used to kill it. You had the hippo.
Yeah, it was. I would get ready, like, oh, it's coming. I would have it typed in, and we have really fast. We have fiber internet here, so I think I might just have an edge over a lot of people.
There you go.
But if you're not cheating, you're not trying.
Yeah. Oh, the jump scares were great. There's Tripod. How you doing, Tripod? Don't get in trouble at work for watching. But.
Oh yeah, I don't know how the hippo power started. I wanted a Pokemon that I could tell was mine, because, there was always 4 Charizards, 2 Mews, there was even 2 Werelords for a long time, so I chose the Hippo because no one else was using it, and I just needed a catchphrase to start shouting out every time I won, so that's how the Hippo power was born.
We got Damon playing the Keltran sound alert there, the Avengers thing. And that was the other thing. You were always a big Avengers guy. I remember earlier on when we first became friends, you told me that the Avengers actually played a little part in your wedding with you and Ugly Tripod.
Yeah, Marvel has been with me since I was a little kid. I was born in the late 80s, so I grew up watching the 90s Spider-Man cartoon. The X-Men cartoon was big. And all the other Marvel cartoons at the time weren't really up to par, but just the X-Men and Spider-Man really kept me going. And then throughout middle school, and I grew up going to Comic-Con, because here at Comic-Con, for me was 10 minutes away from my parents' house.
Okay, let everybody know where you live.
I started going there when I was probably 13 or 14. I started going to Comic-Con.
Okay, let everybody know where you live, Cal.
So I'm here in San Diego.
Beautiful San Diego. How was the weather today?
We had rain off and on all day. It's been a weird rainy season here. Usually, San Diego gets 5 days of rain a year, but we're up to like 15 now, so we're still confused and we don't know how to drive in it. We're doing our best to stay dry.
Yeah, I know. Everybody's telling me California's just soaked, and they're like, "What is this water that falls from the sky? We never had this."
But yeah, and what else? Always been a fan of the Marvel movies.
Yeah, going to the Comic-Cons.
Go ahead.
Going to the Comic-Cons, you said?
Yep, going to Comic-Con. Been there for all the Marvel movies. Saw the first Spider-Man when I was a kid. I remember spending Valentine's Day watching the Ben Affleck Daredevil in theaters. And then to see the whole progression of where they've gone from there to now. I remember seeing the first Iron Man 2008 in theaters, and yeah, it's been just amazing to watch it grow. So yeah, big Marvel fan. The wedding had a slight comic book Marvel theme. It wasn't over the top. We weren't dressed up like Peter Parker and Mary Jane or anything, but
right.
I had some socks, a bow tie, and some centerpieces that had some comic print on them. But it was good.
Nice. Everybody's talking how much they love your tats, Cal. You get the gun.
These are birthmarks.
The guns blazing today. I love it. Looks good.
Yeah, I got. Which one did I get first? I got this arm done when I was.
Right.
But in that, George Clooney had the whole sleeve just like this, so I got that's where this inspiration came from. And then I got this side done, when I was, I can't even recall, maybe 23, 24. And this is inspired after a fighter, Roger Huerta, who was pretty big at the time, and I've always loved the design. So yeah, kind of to show my love for movies, and then my love for fighting and martial arts. Yeah, those are only two I have, and probably that's it, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that's it. You're done now. No more.
Too expensive.
I don't blame you. You mentioned the martial arts. How long have you been doing that?
Yours truly, Princess Toadstool.
Not too long. I did it for about 3 to 4 years. I stopped doing it when the pandemic hit.
Right.
My gym shut down, all the gyms shut down. And then we had the baby, so I haven't been back since, but I'm still a fan. I had so much fun doing it. I was doing 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu.
Okay.
Just 5-10 minutes from my house. And it was fun, man. I've never really been an athlete or good at sports. But it was something that was fun, and I had a good body type for it because I'm tall, I'm long, I'm lanky.
Yeah, how tall are you, Kel?
I'm 6 foot.
Okay.
6'1" if I stand up straight.
Fair enough. So yeah, I could see where fighting would be fun.
Yeah, I've been a UFC fan, gosh, going on 15, 16 years now. It's my sport of choice. I've never been big into ball sports, the football, the basketball.
Right.
Never really interested me. But I'll be here every Saturday, plop down, watching 12 fights, and it's just the most exhilarating thing to me.
Oh, yeah. And like, I remember it was when we were doing one of the early tier lists, and you and Tripod came in, and you were like, no, Saturday's the best day of the week. You can have Sunday, you can have Friday, but Saturday, that's when UFC comes on.
Yeah, I'll spend a good 8 hours every Saturday watching fights. And I tell Tripod, hey, you should be glad I'm just a fight fan. Because if I was a football fan,
right,
you wouldn't have me Monday, Thursday, Sunday. That's 3 days a week. If you're a diehard football fan, wow.
For sure.
That's a lot of TV to binge.
I know. And it was like, I had the same kind of thing like growing up. Like, my parents wanted to put me into team sports, so I got put in Little League T-ball, and then after that, they wanted me in midget football and things like that. And what I enjoyed, right, it was the team sport thing. So when I got to high school, I did wrestling, but the sport that I really loved was skateboarding. Like, that's what I spent all my time on. That's where I spent all my money on, right? We didn't have skate parks back there. It wasn't like it is now. So we were just in parking lots with, like, cardboard. But yeah, and even now, when I look at the sports that I enjoy now, like participating in, it's things like surfing and yoga, that I'm not necessarily doing with a team. Yeah, midget football, well, pee-wees, whatever they call it. Little League helmet too big for his head, the backyard baseball. I know. I enjoy baseball a lot now. I just don't bet on it anymore because it's not good for my hair.
But yeah, Jiu-Jitsu is something I'll get back into when Keltran starts to do it. He needs probably 2 or 3 more years, and I'll get him in classes, and then I'll do classes right there side by side with him.
Ah, that's perfect.
So yeah, it's on hiatus right now, but it'll come back.
Yeah, now, what? Keltran just had his birthday, right?
Yep, he just turned 2 at the end of January.
Nice. And he's doing well. I saw he got his first little haircut.
Yeah, he got his haircut. He was getting mistaken for a girl left and right. Rightfully so. Funny story. We have an elevator in our building. And I had him there with me. And a lady and her 2 kids got in there. And she goes, oh, how old's your little girl? And I went, she's 2. I just went with it.
Just go with it. I'm tired of explaining.
And then, I don't know, a week went later. In the elevator, another person was there and go, oh, is your little girl shy? I go, yeah, she's pretty shy. And then, went up to the tripod and go, okay, it's time for a haircut.
Right.
I mean, we just can't have him going through life just being mistaken for a girl left and right.
And now all your neighbors and all the people at the store are going to think you shaved your little girl's head. That's what's going to happen now.
Yeah, I'll just go with that too. They go, oh, you cut your girl's hair? I go, yep, cut it pretty short.
That's
awesome.
awesome.
You're into spaceships and dinosaurs too.
And Kel's your only, right? That was your first?
Yep, first, only one so far.
How long have you been married now?
I'm sorry, say again?
How long have you been married now?
I've been married since November 2019.
Okay.
What was that, 3 years?
Yeah, right before the whole thing went south. It was like March 2020 that the world shut down.
Yeah, we've been together, me and Tripod, for over a decade though. We dated for a long time before we got engaged and married.
Oh, nice. Number 2 is overdue. That's what Damon says.
All right, Damon. Well, we'll get working on it.
I know, because Damon has like 5, so he's like, come join my misery.
Oh, yeah. I'm the oldest of 6, actually. I got 5 siblings out there.
Do you really?
So, oh, yeah. Yep. Big old family.
So how's fatherhood been? Was it everything that you thought it was going to be? Was there surprises along the way? You said you came from a big family, so family's probably pretty important.
Mm-hmm. I can't say there's been any surprises. Everything everyone says is true. You know, it changes your life. It'll never be the same. You'll never love anything more. It's all very, very true, and it doesn't really hit you until it happens.
Mm-hmm.
But it's been good. I mean, the only downside really is, you know, commuting to get him from childcare.
Okay.
Other than that's been great. It's just it really helps you because you start to care less about yourself. And not like let yourself deteriorate, but you care less about your personal belongings or buying this new whatever it is. It all just goes out the window, and all that focus and attention goes towards, you know, your child.
Yeah, Die Maker's got a couple too. How old are your kids? Your kids are grown, Die Maker. They're like adults now. I see them and they're giants, you know, on the Instagram and stuff like that. And it's so cute. When you were talking about little Kelpod, it made me think of the Instagram. And I'll go on the Instagram and I'll see you taking him to the aquarium, like he loves the aquarium. And there was one where you were like reading him a little story, and it does. It like hits you right in the feels. Like you can tell that you're really involved. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I try. Tripod does an amazing job, and he definitely prefers her. I mean, which makes sense. She's the mom and all, but I try to be a close second when I can.
Nice. And the cool thing is when they get a little older, it all comes full circle. So like you were saying before, Kelpod gets a little older, right? And he's going to want to do some jujitsu. And you know how to do jujitsu, so you can do that with him. And then he's going to get a little older, and he's going to want a PlayStation 6. And you could just tell, Tripod, look, it's for the kid. Like, I would do anything for that kid. If he wants a PlayStation 6, then that's going to be.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to game with him later on.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've kind of put gaming on the back burner too. I mean, I have a PlayStation 5 and I've barely played any games on it. But yeah, the time will come to get back into it, and we'll be side by side. You know.
Right, you got to play the kids' games. So you got to get real good at Roblox. So then that way, when he's old enough, you can kick his butt in Roblox.
Yep. Yeah, it'll be fun.
Good times. Good times. So, I remember when I first started the stream, you were one of the first people, you and Tripod were one of the first people here. You were like day one people, and you guys are always there in the streams, even in the early mornings. It's got to be like 6 in the morning when I come on like Mondays and Wednesdays. Now, you're usually at work?
Sure is. Yeah, I get to work at 5 a.m.
Okay.
So I'm usually kind of waiting for you to come on Mondays. And then usually I kind of miss your Wednesday stream because I'm off Wednesdays, so I'm sleeping in till Kelpod wakes up. So that whole hour you're streaming Wednesday, and I'm usually not there.
Ow.
But you gotta sleep when you can.
That's right. You sleep when the baby sleeps. You have a good time. But yeah, you've been through all of us with it. It wasn't just the Shore House, but like you said, over on Chips, you and Tripod were always over on Chips doing the stream racers and everything else. Willis's, I remember, you guys always in there and all the way back to Cozy. So it's been a wild journey. How is it for somebody like you and Tripod to go on this journey with us? Because like with the streamers and stuff like that, like we're always kind of at the forefront with it. But to have somebody, like I said, a beautiful family, you and your lovely wife and your kids sitting down every week, watching these shows every week, and now it's been going on, what, you said 3 years?
Yeah.
So it is.
Yeah,
What's that experience like for you?
It's been a fun journey. I mean, obviously I started with Cozy, and then, then we started hopping on Chip's bandwagon when Chip made his debut at the Subathon. He really had a great fun personality, so it was always fun to hop over to him. And then we started following you. I mean, we're following we're watching Sir Dunk all the time. Sir Dunk seems to be on like every day, it seems.
Dunk's amazing.
Yeah, so he's usually on the TV. I'm not always the biggest participator in the chats, but I'm always there. I got the kiddo running around, so it's hard to be there in the chat all the time, but I'm always there somehow.
Sure, because you're always down to play. Like I said, all those little viewer
Yeah.
games that everybody always plays. And it's like Thursday night, you're always there at the Pokemons. I have so much fun playing with the Pokemons. I can't wait to play. They're going to let you play later on tonight. We're going to let you play Pokemon.
Yeah, I'll get a couple games in for sure. I bought that new Gudra guy. He became available yesterday to buy with coins, so I bought him, and I was getting his build set up to. Because I've been playing Caesar for so long, it's kind of getting a little boring. I need to switch it up to a new Pokemon.
Yeah, for sure. I know last week that Gudra really kicked our butts in a bunch of different matches.
Yeah.
So
he's a fun character.
That was wild. Now I know, like, Tripod is always with Kel's playing that Midnight Suns. Have you been playing Midnight Suns, Kel?
I've taken quite a break from it. Dark would know what I mean, but I just got Wolverine, and I played probably another 6 hours past that. So I kind of fell off the wagon, but I'm gonna get back on it. I just saw they released Morbius as a DLC, so I don't know. With games, I whenever I feel like I'm getting towards the end, I'll kind of stop and take a break, and then sometimes I forget to get back into it. I've done that with a bunch of games, like God of War,
Right.
that Star Wars game.
Is that Fallen Order?
What's it called? Yeah, Fallen Order. Yeah, all these games, I'll get to like the stage right before the last boss, and I'll go, okay, I gotta wait. I just can't burn through this, and then 2 months go by. But I usually go back and finish them, but it's always like 6 months later.
Yeah. I mean, it is. It's one of those things where you get towards the end. Everybody just went through it with Hogwarts Legacy. Like, they were so excited to get to the end, and then you get to the end, and then it's like, this is it. Oh, no.
Yeah, because once you finish it, it's usually gone, you know? And I think that's what stopped me from finishing a lot of games that I want to be gone right away.
Right, and then everybody winds up going back to, the old classics. So then I've been seeing, like, Fortnite back again, and we'll see Fall Guys back again, and we'll see those games that, like, the classic games that everybody goes back to when they get bored in between. Atomic Heart looks pretty good. Sons of the Forest. There was a couple of games that I seen that they look interesting. But I get you. Savor it. Savor every minute. God of War was amazing. All three of them.
Here, let me do a little show and tell.
Oh, yeah? What do you got? What do you got?
Well, first I got my buddy right here.
Oh.
This is Bilbo Baggins.
Bilbo.
Yep. Yeah, he's camera shy. Hey, Bilbo, come here. Yeah, this is Bilbo Baggins. He's the biggest pain in our ass. What else? I have 2 tortoises, but they're both, let me see. They're both sleeping right now.
So you got 2 of them.
Camera here.
What are the tortoises' names?
The tortoise, I have a big red-footed tortoise. She's all the way sleeping, though we can't see her. Her name is Harley Quinn.
Nice.
And then we have a baby tortoise over here. This is a baby sulcata named Kumi.
That's amazing.
Yeah, they're both sleeping. They don't want to be on camera either. Over here we have our Disney pin boards.
Oh, wow. Now look at that.
Me and Tripod, we were diehard Disneyland people. We were going every 6 weeks about. We would make a trip to Disneyland. So we saw all the pin trading they do at all the shops. If you have a pin, you can trade for a pin on their board. We go, okay, that's cool. But all their pins were so expensive.
Okay.
So we went on eBay, and people were selling bulk pins
Ooh.
for like 50 cents a pin. So we would buy 100 pins, and then we'd go and up trade them. We'd take a pin that no one really cared about, and we'd trade for something cool. And yeah, that was our main thing. It wasn't even really the rides or the attractions. We just loved to go there and pin trade.
Oh, that is cool.
Yeah, so we actually made these pin boards. We made these out of cardboard, corkboard, and felt all layered. Went to a local hobby shop, and yeah, we made these. So obviously I got the Star Wars board.
Yeah, that's my
Chicken
favorite.
Yoda. Yep. Even got the Grogu on there.
Perfect.
We got the Disney board. We got my little gem right here. Jessica Rabbit, enough said.
Perfect.
And then, and then the Avengers board with all the Marvel pins. These are probably my favorite pins. I got all 3 Spider-Man right there. Got all the Guardians of the Galaxy stuff.
Nice. Is that your guy, Spider-Man? Are you a Spider-Man guy?
Yeah, he's been probably my first favorite hero, and still will always be in like my top 5.
Yeah, it's wild because like I was always a Spider-Man guy too, and the thing that always appealed to me about Spider-Man was he was just like this kid. You know what I mean? That he got bit by a spider, turned into something. It wasn't like super serum or a giant suit or whatever, and the web thing was cool too. I mean, I can't lie. And
and he was always a hero that people could relate to because he was always behind his bills. His boss was always yelling at him. He had relationship problems. You know, he was very relatable. Whereas Captain America, you never saw his bedroom or his car or him doing his laundry. He was always Captain America, and that was it.
Yeah, it's like Superman. Like, how you gonna hold up to that?
Yeah. But even Superman, you know, at least he went to work. You know, like what does Captain America do besides, you know, bash Hydra's heads?
Right, run laps. I guess that's about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, Spider-Man was always fun, and like I said, then when the movies came out, everybody wanted to be Iron Man, because Iron Man. But yeah, Spider-Man, he was always that relatable one. And I remember in the Avengers when he got his shot, you know, and he came out during Civil War, and it was like, it's Spider-Man, and you like cheered for him. You're like, yeah, you're a real Avenger now.
You got disconnected.
I did.
Okay, I lost you for a little bit. Are you back?
I'm back. I see you.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So it disconnected from the stream. I'll have to set that back up. All right. Makes sense. Guys, if you got any questions for Keltran, let me know. We got him for about 20 more minutes. Tripod said that she's getting Costco pizza. So that's getting taken care of.
Okay. Perfect.
Pizza for dinner.
Can't beat it.
And I just gotta find this. No. I'll get it back. But I appreciate you coming on. This has been great. Are you having a good time?
Oh yeah. No, it's a pleasure to be the first. I mean, I'm sure Cozy turned you down. I'm sure Chip turned you down. And you had to scrape the bottom of the barrel to get old Kel to come on.
Get old Kel. Did that work? I think it worked. So now if I go back to Kel. Is he back? Keno! How you doing, Keno? Okay, good. It looks like we're back.
Okay, question from Hiccup. Where does Keltran come from? Very obscure name from an obscure set of books I read when I was a child. When I was in elementary school, I was obsessed with the Animorph series by K.A. Applegate. Read the whole series, over 150 books, I think. But Keltran was a character from those. And it was just a unique name that usually wasn't taken when I was creating a screen name or username for something, so I just stuck with it.
You froze again, Kel.
The man, the myth. Being a sexy man beast is hard to go out in public. Absolutely. But when you have a wife and kid with you, it's a lot easier.
Now I got 2 Kels. How did that
Press
happen?
one.
Right? Get rid of this one. I can't get rid of that one. Okay, now we got one, Kel.
My variant is gone.
And what's happened?
I said my variant is gone.
Right, yeah, you had the two. How about that one, Snap? You've been still playing Snap?
Oh, yeah. Lots of Marvel Snap.
Yeah, I know Dunk loves it. Dr. Hunter loves it. A lot of people are still playing it.
Yep, I just hit Infinite a couple of days ago. Yeah, I've been playing since early beta, and I think I've hit Infinite every season except for 2. There's 2 seasons where I couldn't do it, but yeah, every other season I've hit Infinite, and it's really tough. It takes a lot of games.
I know, now the signal's acting weird. I'm trying to get it back. See, that's so weird. I get the little one, and now it's back. Kino Bomb. Dr. Hunter says, I'm jealous. I've been playing since launch and can't quite play enough to hit Infinite. But that's the other thing about that game, like we were talking about with the other games. Once you hit Infinite, like, that's it. There's nothing past Infinite, right?
Yeah, that's it, man. It's kind of a relief, because then you're like, I don't have to play 50 games a day anymore. I did it, and I'm good till the end of the month. And at the same time, you kind of miss being in the middle of that grind where you really have to be on your A game every game. You know when to snap, know when to retreat, and know the meta, know what games you're playing, and if you see one card that's your opponent's, you kind of have to go, okay, he's playing this deck or this deck. How do I counter that? That's kind of really the trick to being successful in Snap and hitting Infinite, is knowing what cards they're playing by only seeing one of theirs. And just being up to date, I mean, with what's popular, what's the meta.
That makes sense. All right, this keeps locking up, Kel. I'm gonna... Is it locking up on your side too, the video?
Yeah, it's frozen on.
It's frozen on me. All right, I'm gonna try to.
Screen, yeah.
I'm gonna do the old, shut it down, bring it back up, and we'll see if that'll stop it. Because again, I got a box in a box here. This is okay. This is okay. This is gone. This is here. Okay, now that seems to be all right. Elsa bombed. I know. Julia, Damon, are you into horror movies and games?
I like horror stuff. I prefer like supernatural horror, like werewolf or vampire or zombie. If it's stuff like House of a Thousand Corpses, or like we just watched this last Halloween, watched the new Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Okay. And Jesus Christ, it's like it is just horrifically gory to the point of like nothing. But I like suspenseful horror too, but just not the super gory stuff.
Yeah, I know. A lot of the great, like, you don't have to see it, right? It's just, it messes with your head, like that kind of stuff. I know. I've been watching, a lot of people have been playing, Resident Evil 4, I think, got new DLC, and I just downloaded Dead by Daylight on Steam. So, I'm going to get to play a little of that, too.
Yeah, Resident Evil 4 was a game I beat when it first came out. I think I played it on GameCube, so I'm excited for the re-release. That's going to be fun to play again.
Nice. So let me think. We talked about Jiu-Jitsu, we talked about Kel, we talked about tripod, marriage and fatherhood. See if I can get... I know I know you told me you were into 3D printing.
Oh yes, that's my new hobby.
Mm-hmm. So tell me a little about that.
Okay, let me get over here and switch this camera.
Gotcha.
So I got a 3D printer for Father's Day last year.
Nice.
And this is a cheaper version. This one cost about $200, and then I put about another $100 worth of upgrades into it. Because I've always really loved like Marvel statues and just statues in general. So like this is something I got for my birthday just as a present. I always liked, these 12-inch figures.
Right.
I always liked the big coin banks. I like little stuff like this Magneto helmet, this Galactus over here. I've always liked stuff like that, but it's just so expensive.
Yeah.
These things are costing, $50 a pop. So I saw people online were just printing stuff like this. So I started printing some simple things. I started with this is a Silver Surfer.
Oh, that's
I
nice.
made early on. This is a Thanos I made.
Ooh.
I got a Deadpool right here.
Yeah.
And this is when I was first learning. Then I started to make more intricate stuff. These two right here, I printed. This is a Colossus on the left.
Oh, wow.
Fighting the Juggernaut.
That's
and,
crazy.
This thing is huge. I mean, look at my hand. This thing is ginormous.
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy right here, Juggernaut, took me about probably a month.
Okay.
I mean, you print it piece by piece. You print, just the knee, just the boot, just the waist, and you glue them together. So he was my first big project. And I did Colossus second, because you have to have them fight. You can't have just the one there hitting nothing. You gotta have the whole diorama going.
Yeah, the diorama.
Yep. But these guys it took way too much time, so I started to scale down a little bit. So I thought, what a better way to scale down to go with one of the biggest guys ever than Galactus.
Right.
So I printed this guy.
Whoa.
This guy took about 2 weeks. I mean, you print one piece a day. I mean, just like this hand might take 10 hours to print.
10 hours for a hand.
8. Torso could take 2 days. So, you set the machine, you let it go, you come back from work and take off your piece, start another one, and then when it's all done, you assemble it. Here's some other things I've made. I got Yoda right here.
Oh, Yoda looks badass.
Yep. He was a pretty simple one. He was only about 8 pieces. Printed him in about a week. But the detail on these guys is insane. So I get these models from a Patreon called Wicked 3D. $10 a month, and you'll get 8 models.
Oh, okay.
And they're super, super detailed. So there's my Yoda. Right here I got Yondu.
Hey, D with the 69. How you doing, D? Thanks so much for the biddies there. Some biddies for Keltran.
All right. And then, and some of these models have alternate pieces. Like for Yondu right here, if you want the Mary Poppins hat, you can print that too. You can build Mary Poppins for you if you want them.
Nice.
Right. Right here I got Thanos himself.
And then he's got the glove. Hey, here comes Vin. How you doing, Vin? Thanks so much for the raid. Guys, my name's Janu, and this is the Shore House. Welcome here. We're here on the Shore Show with my good friend Keltran. He's showing us around his 3D printing here. Definitely check it out. But thanks so much for coming by. I appreciate it. Kel, they wanted to know what filament you use for the printing.
I just use PLA.
Okay.
Little P model that I showed the jet and the faucet dual call the rare orange.
Okay.
It comes out. That was a Soul X. This one is actually color change. This cloud's above 80 degrees paint.
Okay.
Really showing now, but yeah, during summertime, you guys get the hot bit.
Oh, wow.
The others are just regular PLA. And this is the guy I'm on right now. Red Skull.
Oh, perfect. Perfect. Red Stone would be great. Oh, yeah. Look at the detail in the plate.
Yeah, it's got tentacles, it's got leaves, it's got all sorts of stuff. Yeah, he'll be done this weekend, and then I'll decide what I do next. Yeah, it's a fun little hobby because I mean I can just set it to print and it'll do its thing for 8 hours to a day and a half, and I don't have to babysit it. I just let it do its thing.
Yeah, that's cool. The 3D.
When it's done, good.
The 3D printing's awesome. And like I said, you could make anything you want. So many of these figures, like you said, they cost a fortune. And now you can just make your own. You can make toys for the kids, whatever you need.
Yep. Yeah, and you can make practical things too. Like I've made light switch covers. I made a battery dispenser. You can make practical things too.
That's awesome. Die Maker just came in, gifted another 5. Thanks, Die Maker. Look, we got a low. Are we gonna get a hype wave for Keltran? That would be amazing. But yeah, Vin just came in. She got a party at 77 from her MSF crew. So you got a lot of Marvel fans in the chat now.
Oh, there we go.
Have you ever played that Marvel Strike Force?
I played Strike Force for a little bit.
Okay. I know, I got a lot of friends who
those
play
gacha
it.
games.
Yeah.
Those gotcha games, I'll play them for a couple days just to get that initial dopamine.
Mm-hmm.
When you first start one of those games, you have infinite energy, you're getting all the cool characters. But then once all that dies down, you have to wait 12 hours for energy and spend all this money. That's when I'll jump off now.
That's when you jump off now. Well, you're still killing it with Snap. And Snap's one of those games that you could just pick up and play, right? You're not grinding.
Yeah, I mean, the games are just 3 minutes, so you can really start a game and go, okay, honey, 2 minutes, I'm done. If she needs me or whatever.
Nice.
It's not a big time commitment.
No, it's not like, hold on, honey, I have to do a raid run. I'll be there in 30 minutes.
Oh, yeah. In high school, I was a big World of Warcraft player.
Okay.
And some of those raids were an 8-hour minimum. I mean, it was insane.
Oh, look at that. Strong Heart's over here to see you, Kel. Both Dunks mods are here. That's how excited everybody was for you to come on. But
Right on.
no, that's great. And like I said, there's so much going on right now. With the new games, the new movies coming out this summer, there's got to be some Marvel stuff coming out this summer. That's going to be a great time. But the weather's getting nicer.
Guardians of the Galaxy, I believe.
Oh, yeah. And you saw Ant-Man, right?
The trailer.
Good. Yeah? Can you still hear me?
I can hear you now. I lost you for a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, I think the waves get choppy every once in a while. But no, that's great. Like I said, so much going on. The 3D printing looks sick. You could do a bunch of different stuff with that. That would be great. Yeah, Hiccup wants to know if you did any MMA.
No, I haven't. we've done a little flap jiu-jitsu, and that was that's a whole different commitment. I mean, you can't half-ass your way into MMA.
Right.
But yeah, definitely a fan, big fan.
Yeah, absolutely. Every Saturday, I know you're always there. So do you have any plans going into the summer? Are you guys going to get away at all? I know it's been a while.
I'm not sure. With the kiddo, it's going to limit what we can and can't do. We're probably going to do some Disney trips, maybe Universal Studios. But yeah, we're not really looking that far ahead. Right?
Yeah, just playing it as it goes. I know. I got a trip to Florida next month for my birthday, and then the summer's going to be what the summer's going to be. So I'm excited for that. I know you got pizza in your future now because Tripod's bringing home pizza. But let me go. No, we've been here for about an hour. How's it feel finally being up on the screen as opposed to down in the chats?
It's good. It's a different experience, I have to say. I mean, I've never been on camera this long before, or if ever, can I recall.
Yeah, the time goes fast. The time goes fast. I know around Christmas time, everybody was talking. Everybody wanted a new computer or laptop for Christmas. Dunk wanted a new computer. I wanted a new computer. Chip wanted a new computer. We were trying to get you one, too. Do you think that this would ever be something you'd be interested in, Kel?
Potentially. I thought about streaming Marvel Snap.
Mm-hmm.
And it could be in the future, but right now with work and picking up the kiddo and the kiddo, it's when he's older, it's a possibility, but right now, it's not. But
it's just all about Kelpod right now.
Do that like yourself. I'll watch and learn from you guys.
Yeah, wave to Vin and everybody out there. I appreciate you, Vin. So good to have you out there. Thank you so much for the raid. We're hanging out here with Keltran, getting to know everybody better on my new show, The ShoreShow. What do you think of The ShoreShow? Who do you think would be a great guest for The ShoreShow, Keltran?
Good question.
Who would you want to see?
Right, who do I nominate? I want to see Grant.
Oh, look at that. And Grant dropping 200 biddies. I think he agrees. Darkspark says the man. Guys, thank you so much for the hype. I love to see the waves. You guys are killing out there. Grant with 200 bits. We gotta.
I think we need to get all of them in a wheel and spin the wheel, and we'll decide who's next.
Spin the wheel, and then we can tier list all the results, right?
Right.
I know it's been a while since I did the tier list. Everybody wants to know when the tier lists are coming back. Now, yeah, looks like everybody's here. Is there anything more that you wanted to say, Kel?
I think that's most of it for now. Appreciate you having me on. Honored to be the first guest.
Absolutely. I'm glad you had a good time.
Thanks for flying me out.
The view's great here. Did you see right out the window? We got palm trees and beaches. Make you feel at home.
Yeah, perfect. Yep, just like out here.
All right, guys. Well, go ahead.
Yeah, we need to try and get Cozy. Cozy needs to be a guest on this show.
I know. I want to have Cozy on.
I'm going to go down to where he lives. I know the general area, and I'm going to check all the recycling containers for Red Bull, Topo Chico,
right,
and tequila. And when I find a recycling container that is filled with those three, I think I'll have the right house, and then I'll make him come on your show.
There you go. It sounds great. I'd love to have Cozy on. Like I said, a lot of these people who, like we started with 3 years ago, you know what I mean? A lot of these people, they're on doing other things, but we're here. And it would be great to have Cozy back on. I'd love to have Chip and Vin on. And like I said, all those people, because they were the ones that we started with, and now it's me and you up on the screen now. Yeah. So we'll have to bring them back for the callbacks.
Yeah, whenever we're at a big public place, like if we're at the zoo or SeaWorld or the state fair here, I'm always looking for them. Because one of these days I'm going to run into them.
Look for the white
I'm going
pants.
to tell them, you need to get back on Twitch, show us your kid, let's see how you're doing, and get on the Shore Show.
Get on the Shore Show. You can bring Brady on, Miss Cozy and everything. We'll have the whole time. He'll wear the nice white pants. That's how you know he's dressed up, when he's got the white pants on.
Yeah.
But no, that would be awesome. I think that'd be great, and I'm excited about the show. Strongheart with 500 bits. Thank you so much. We're trying our best. We're trying our best to get a little hype wave for Keltran. But I appreciate the 500 strong. Thank you so much, and thank you for coming over. Good to see you. A lot of people showed up. I couldn't ask for a better crowd. You really brought in the numbers for me, Kel. Thanks.
I'm trying, man. Trying to get those views up.
All right. Well, I'm going to let you take care of your little Kel pod there. Hopefully pizza's coming soon. And then later on, you can come back on and we'll play some Pokemon. How's that sound?
Sounds good. I will see you in the arena.
All right, great. Thank you, everybody. Oh, here it started. Is it starting? I think it's starting. Vin started it. See, now you're stuck, Kel. This is what happens to streamers all the time. We got a hype wave, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the hype wave. On other streams, you see hype trains. There's no room for a train at the Jersey Shore, so we got a hype wave. And what makes the hype wave great is the more your donations come in, the bigger and bigger the waves get. So we've had wonderful support here from Strongheart, from Ben, from Grant, from Die Maker, and now we got 50% level 1 for the hype wave, everybody. Look at all those waves in chat for you, Kel. I can hear them.
Riding the wave, I see it.
Go surf it on that hype wave, Vin says. I love it.
Oh, yeah.
Now, you're right there on the beach, Kel. Do you get out there? Do you do any kind of beach sports or anything like that? You like jet skis, surfing, skimboarding, anything like that?
No, not really. It must have skipped a generation because my dad's a lifelong surfer.
Yeah.
And he always tried to get me out there, man. But something about us nerds just don't do like outdoor stuff. When I should have been learning how to surf, I was playing Diablo 2 and Warcraft 3.
Diablo 2.
Yeah, it's just I spent my time in the metaverse and out there on the beach. But we'll go every once in a while. And definitely as Kelpod gets older, we'll make more frequent trips because he's going to just have a blast just getting covered in sand.
All that good stuff. We aren't beach people. See, Tripod agrees. She agrees. Did you play Hearthstone? You talk about World of Warcraft. Did you play Hearthstone?
Oh, yeah. Yep, I played Hearthstone. I played Hearthstone since beta. And I just quit recently because I couldn't play Hearthstone and Snap. But I played Hearthstone for about 10 years.
Okay.
I only hit Legend one time in 10 years. That's how hard that was. That's a whole different level of difficulty. But yeah, big Hearthstone fan, and kind of the reason why I jumped over to Snap is because Ben Brode was the guy behind Hearthstone, and when he made Marvel Snap, I just hopped on over there. I mean, take the great mechanics of Hearthstone with the Marvel library. And in Hearthstone, games are like 10, 15 minutes each.
Okay. Well, I guess it's been around so long.
Yeah.
I know. I went in reverse. I had all my friends started playing Marvel Snap, and they said it was based on Hearthstone. So then I started finding Hearthstone people. I know my friend Pepperoni, who streams, and he's done Marvel Strike Force. He used to play Hearthstone. He told me about it. And then Windfall. I'll watch Windfall stream. He'll stream Hearthstone still sometimes. So yeah, I kind of found it in reverse. But I guess that games have been around a long time, so it's probably really developed.
Oh yeah, it's a ton of fun, but after playing it for 10 years, I just need a little break. But it's something I will pick up later on. But it's a ton of fun. Growing up, I played Magic the Gathering. I played Warhammer 40K, the tabletop game. I played the Pokemon trading card game when I was a little kid. I actually played the game instead of just putting them in protective cases and all that.
Right.
Yeah, I've always loved card games.
Oh, that's awesome. I was talking the other night. If you remember Meathead Militia, we used to all know. He was in Plan B. He does Magic the Gathering streams now, and he has some Magic the Gathering TikToks that are incredible. They're incredible.
Oh, okay.
A lot of those games are coming back. You'd be surprised.
Yeah.
But
That's awesome.
But here we go, guys. We got a minute left on our hype wave for Keltran for the first episode of the ShoreShow. Did you guys have a good time? He did a good job. Let's see the emotes there for Keltran. I think he did a fantastic job. We got him hostage here till the hype wave ends. He's pumping it up. See, he's got a little bit of Jersey in him.
Yeah, let's go.
A little bit of Jersey in him. I think we converted
How
him.
do they do it? How do they do it on the Jersey Shore? Do they start real down low
Right.
and they bring it up?
And you got to pump it up. Pump it all the way up. Let's go. I love it. I love it. But yeah, I appreciate it. I wanted to have you on first because, like I said, we've known each other for so long. We've played so many different games together. We were in the club together, and you have been fantastic. You and your lovely wife and your support for the show. And it really means a lot. You guys were OGs here from the day one, and you're always down to play. Look, they're all pumping it up now. Beat up that beat.
There we go.
But always down to play, no matter what it is. So I knew you'd be game for this. And I appreciate it. You killed it. You did a fantastic job. And it looks like from the reaction from the chat that everybody had a good time too. So thank you, buddy.
It's been a pleasure, Jonu. Always good to be here. Glad to be the first guest. And yeah, I can't wait to watch the next person on here, and I can sit back.
Awesome. Well, I'll let you go. You did the hour. So congratulations, Kel. I'll let you go. Get yourself all situated. Get some food in you. And I'll see you later on when it's time to play the Pokies.
All right, guys. I'll see you in there.
All right. Take care. Thanks, everybody. Let's hear it for Keltran. Go in here. Here, and we could pull them off and we could go back out to the balcony, guys. That was awesome. I had a great time. I hope you did too. What do you guys think of the ShoreShow?